Hey guys, um, you know what? If I was to go back to work, and even though they laid us off because of the coronavirus, but sooner or later they're going to call us in to go back to work, and I'm think it's going to be as soon as I start filing my unemployment. But if I go back to work, I want to choose who I'm working with. I want to be able to choose the type of position, what I'm going to be doing. Not that I don't already choose that already, but I'm just saying I want to be able to choose who I'm going to work with if I'm going to be working with anybody at all. Because I've been through different phases at work to where um, I am given the privilege to work by myself. At the end of the day, I'm going to end up having to work with somebody because when you're at work, you're going to have to work with somebody. But there are some jobs that where you're not going to be working with nobody, and it's just going to be you doing this same old task for hours at a time, nonstop. Which I'm okay with that. It's slavery, but if it's something that I'm good at doing and I don't have any problems doing it, and I'm making my money and I'm staying in my lane, then I don't mind. If I'm not breaking any rules and I'm doing as I'm told and I come to work on time, I don't have any problems doing that at all. What I don't like is whenever people can see me doing an easy task and it's pretty laid back, or even if it's not laid back, they see me doing a routine that I'm doing over and over, and they're having to do multiple things, or even when I'm doing multiple things, I still know how to maintain my work and stay to myself and, keep my own business to myself and still work and come to work every day and respect everyone. But sometimes people want you to be a part of them and they are not focused on their job because they're focusing on yours, or some people want to play the I've been here for a while, so I'm going to pick at you and try to make you do this and do that a little bit extra when I'm not told to do this and do that to you. Stuff like that. Like, I have to deal with that type of stuff at work, and I found a way to block all of that stuff out. So it was actually by the grace of God that this pandemic happened and nobody can go to work, you know. Because I had just started working at Camco Manufacturing, and we make RV equipment, like just RV parts to the RV, like bathroom stuff or anything. They even have toilet paper there, but it's RV equipment, and I don't mind doing that. But I'm just having this, like, I remember last time I told you guys how I felt about when I was wrongly terminated from my job because my racist boss fired me for speaking up, or he ended my assignment because I spoke up about what he was doing. And it's almost like when that type of stuff hits you, then it's like, okay, here I am coming to work every day on time. My production is good, my attendance is good, and this person does not want me around them because I'm not considering them as a friend. Like, I don't talk to them or anything like that, so they feel left out. And they got jealous a little bit, so now I'll have to, keep my composure. But if I see that that person is trying to get rid of me by throwing different type of things at me that's not true, and they've been there for a while, what can you say when they're used to getting their way because no one wants to be around them? And how is that hurting the situation? How am I hurting the situation when I'm still doing my job and I'm not doing anything wrong, but doing what I'm supposed to be doing, coming to work, keeping my production numbers up, and doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Now, it's kind of hard to try to fight that battle unless you have a lawyer and you're able to back your story up, in which I was able to back my story up. The fact that I did not get a lawyer to fight this with me, because the person who took account of the production on the computer, saw that my production was good for 4 quarters. So the fact that, he tried the coordinator, the racist coordinator. I called him racist because I've been through that environment before, and I've seen that type of mentality, and I'm able to like connect and draw certain type of answers out of people's demeanors and actions. So that was nothing to me. But what I do not appreciate is if I'm doing everything that you're telling me to do, but yet because I don't want to be your friend, because we're not supposed to be friends at work, we're supposed to be co-workers. You know, he saw me talking to other people, and I would say, "Hey, how you doing?" Before we get to work and things like that, or when we go to the bathroom, or when we go to lunch, I speak to him in the hallway, and we're carrying regular conversations, but never like on the clock. But when it got to the fact that whenever I got around the person who was my coordinator, he didn't see that type of friendly vibe, so he felt like he needed to have different little ways to try to say, I'm doing this wrong so that he can get rid of me, so eventually I can leave. So he played that role out. So I did not like that at all, and I don't think anybody does like that. But I was able to point that out. I gotta charge my phone up before it goes dead. So I was able to actually point that out, and he did not like that. And I have every right to call that racist. And some people don't like it when I say that. They say, "Oh, he wasn't racist. He was just an asshole." Yeah, he was that too. But you're not gonna stop me from identifying what I'm able to identify because I was not born yesterday. That's the thing. So if I do go back to work, I'm going to have to go back to work at a place. Now, I'm already at work. I'm at Camco Manufacturing. We're not issued to go back until further notice. But I do like where I'm at because it's a 14-hour shift, and it's not every day. It's Monday, Tuesday, skip Wednesday, skip Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 14 hours a day, every day. That's good. And then the next week, it's no Monday, no Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Boom. That's perfect. So I cannot wait to go back to there, but I also do not want to stand up on my feet for no 14 hours and have a 20-minute break and then another 20-minute break and then another 20-minute break. Give me an hour for lunch to get my own body, situated because I've been standing up, and and then it's like I'm working with a lot of. I don't care who I'm working with there, and it's not. I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go there. I just want to go to work and enjoy what I'm doing. Know that I'm doing the right thing, and, and that's pretty much it. I don't want any other problems with that. But right now I'm like, we're in quarantine. We have to stay at home. There are jobs out there that are hiring, and I think I may just go back to go look for another job. But I've been working so much, and I'm so to the point to where I just want to collect the money that is being given to me. Um, they're getting ready to start issuing out income taxes that I filed. They're also going to start issuing out the stimulus checks, of course, like you've heard already. Woo, I'm ready for that. um, the other one. Oh yeah, and unemployment. They're giving us the opportunity to file for unemployment because there's going to be an additional $600 on there. And I'm not sure what state you live in, but in my state, North Carolina, they're going to add an additional $600, and I'm down for that. Like, I want that. But yes, like, if I go back to work, let me choose who I want to work with. Let me choose the department I want to work in, because the place that I'm at now, which is called Camco Manufacturing, like I said before, I actually applied for maintenance, and I want to do maintenance because nobody's going to be standing over top of you, over your shoulder, looking at what you're doing. Um, And who knows how to clean? Everybody knows how to clean. And I can see myself repeating that all day, every day, instead of standing up on my feet and not having a place to. Now, you're going to be standing up all day, every day, um, if you're doing maintenance also, but it's almost like if there's more freedom when your job is to do nothing but clean, because then nothing's changing unless they're saying somebody spilled something on the floor, go clean it up, or somebody did this in the bathroom, go clean it up. Okay, that case is different. But I'd rather just not go to a place and they give me something easy and I can do it by myself, but they want me to work with somebody else that's slowing me down. Like, I don't like when people slow me down when I'm working, especially when it's nothing to slow down or for, because you can do a lot. I remember one time I was at McDonald's and I applied for maintenance, and I wanted to clean the bathrooms, and well, I had no choice. I cleaned the bathrooms, I cleaned the dining hall area, and I cleaned the back in the kitchen part. And turns out to be and outside in the parking lot and everything like that. Turns out that the manager told me to clean this section and then come back and clean this section, and then after a certain amount of hours come back and clean this. I was like, wait, but it's going to be really dirty by then. According to the type of day, it's more busy there at 12 o'clock. So I'm pretty sure it's going to, or around 10. So it's going to be, that hour gap. What am I going to be doing between that hour gap? Um, just keep checking back in the bathroom, but I check back in the bathroom in no time. So what can I be doing after I done checked that already? I said, is there a possible way that, I can get everything done beforehand? He was like, yeah, it's possible. Okay, I know it's possible. I'm going to do it. It's not going to take that long. So I ended up doing it. He liked my job. I did a great job. He wanted to keep me. Unfortunately, I could not stay at that place because I dealt with some discrimination with a Hispanic guy who's been there for 20 years. And he decided to talk to me like I was a nobody. And before I even got hired on that job, I remember his name like the back of my hand, like yesterday, Marco. Okay, he was this real big, heavy set guy, and he did not want me to. He did not want to assist me the first time I came for an interview. I mean, not the interview. He didn't want to answer my question the first time I came there to check on my application because I've done my application online but didn't get her email back. So I walked into McDonald's myself and asked to speak with the manager so that I can tell them that, I'm still interested in working for this place and I've done my application online. Well, turns out that he all of a sudden did not speak English. So he went and turned to the next person and they so-called translated it for him. And after they translated it for him, then all of a sudden he could not finish his speech in English, which he started to do. And he's been there for 20 years, so you should know what someone is telling you by now, especially if you've been there for 20 years. You should know what employment means. You should know what application means. You should know what job means. You should know that by now. You've been in this front for 20 years. There's no way. So there was one white person, one black person. The rest was Hispanic. So off gate, I knew that certain Hispanics don't want certain people to work with them or anyone. They want just their kind. So I don't need no one to tell me, um, about that because I've been around enough to know that certain people are favoritism like that, and some Hispanics are like that. They don't want no one else other than their kind to work with them. So if you've been there for that long and you have not hired any other race in here, and I know for sure that you've got other race that came and tried to do an application. That's how I was able to determine if some favoritism was going on in there. But unfortunately, the owner hired me because he's the one that interviewed me. So he gave me the job. And I gave him my direct deposit information. But when I decided to leave, I wrote him an email and I apologized to him because it was unplanned. I didn't plan on leaving, but the way that that guy did me in front of the company, like he grabbed a tea, and I was outside cleaning the windows. Nobody else cleans the windows, but I was cleaning it because I didn't care. I needed a job. So everyone else was just saying, you're doing a really good job cleaning. Why don't you go try to work somewhere else because you're working at McDonald's, but you're doing a great job. And I was just like, yeah, but I just got here. I don't want to just leave all of a sudden. I'm trying to get established and find me some housing here. And unfortunately, Chapel Hill didn't have any affordable housing. So I had to keep my job and try to find the best way for me to find somewhere else to live. But I did not want to worry about that because I needed my job. So I kept my job. And I came in after I was washing the windows and we're cleaning the windows. And then he came in and he said, "You're supposed to redo the tea." And the tea was out. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, redo the tea? That's unsanitary. That's not my job. You're in the back in the kitchen. You do the tea. I didn't say it. I was feeling it. But because he sat there and embarrassed me like that in front of everybody, and he grabbed the tea and he was like, "You supposed to do the tea." And I'm sitting up here like, are you freaking serious? And then that's when another lady that worked in there, her name was Maria, and she was like, "Chris, can you come help me?" I said, "Hold up for a minute, Maria. I'll be right back." I went downstairs and grabbed my coat and I clocked out. Because I'm not going to explain myself to you and you already treated me the way that you treated me. I'm just not going to do that. So yes, I felt some type of way, but unfortunately, I was able to escape out of there. I let the manager, well, the owner, know what I was doing, and I didn't like the way the manager treated me also because, well, I didn't mind. Like I didn't have a problem with her. I just had a problem with how she allowed that to go on in there for so long, and to the point that I end up leaving. Because I don't just leave off of no job unless something is wrong, and I had to leave. Plus, I sat there and had to witness other people come there to try to get them a job, and they were denied because Marco did not want them to work there, but he did not say it. But because I was able to read between the lines and know about the racism and them being favoritism, not wanting anyone else other than their kind to work with them, I was able to execute the position and the situation. So that's what happens whenever you work places with different type of environments when you can just work from home by yourself. And that's why I'm trying to um, get this own thing situated to where I'm able to work from home because I don't want to deal with that. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like to deal with people and working on the outside. I do like that. But look what we're having to handle and go through. I will not take anything too serious. But when I see something that is uncalled for and nobody's doing anything about it, yes, I can ignore some things, but who wants to even go and deal with something like that that they have to sit there and ignore every day? Or wake up in the morning and be like, oh, this might happen at work. And you don't even want to deal with that. Don't you want to just sit back and make your own money and deal with that separately, or not have to deal with that at all? That's my reason. So if I was to go back to work, answering my question of the title or statement from the title, if I was to go back to work, I want to choose who I'm working with. I want to choose my job. Even though I'm at Camco already and I wanted to do maintenance, but they told me to work in another department, and I'm getting along with the people that I'm working with. However, and I'm not going to get started okay, on what I really want to say. But there are some racial things going on there already. I'm sorry, I got to say it. There are already some racial things going on in that building already. It's a family company, so you already know how I feel about family companies. Some family companies, okay, but certain family companies, there's just a lot of race behind that. Like you're still operating a mass place, and you feel the need to let me know that it's family owned, and we know what goes on around here, and this and the third. I'm like, whatever, please. So I'm just having to deal with that, and I don't like to deal with that. So that's it. If I do go back to work, I want to be able to choose. Not that I don't already choose the type of job that I want, but if I go back to work, let me choose something that I'm able to maintain at a steady pace and work by myself. Because if I'm applying for a position and I have that position and I'm getting paid for that position and I'm working that, do not try to send someone else to manage me when on a paper. I understand you can help some people do this and help some people do that. I have nothing to do with that, especially if I have found a way to do everything that I'm supposed to do on my own with no help. You're supposed to find that way also. Especially if you've been there for longer than I've been there and I just started. Because if I just started and I'm doing a better job than you and it's nonstop, then that means, and sometimes I don't do my jobs always better than somebody else. But some people will try to take your kindness for weakness and make you do a little bit more when it's not even necessary. And then next thing you know, and you know what? The other reason why I did not like the manager at that McDonald's, not just Marco, not the Hispanic guy, but there's another black lady there. She's kind of mixed, but I didn't like her that much either. She helped me now, but she showed me another side of her when I end up having to, when I made the decision to leave, and she did not question and ask me. You know, she asked me why, but then I was like, really, you know why I'm leaving. You know why I'm leaving. This person right here, they don't know how to talk to people. I felt disrespected, and that's my reason for leaving. And I felt some type of way because I thought she was black. She looked at black, but when I seen her start to speak in Spanish, I was like, "Oh, you bitch! Oh, you bitch! You was already in this mix. You already knew." So that's why I said, "Yeah, let me try to find me a work from home job." And that was it. So if I do find a job, if I do go back to work, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Camco. Um, but that's if, because I want to file this unemployment, and I'm trying to get that extra $600 benefits because I can show you how to work from that, and I can work from home. But that's why I said that was like the grace of God that this pandemic scare thing had happened, because now it's like we can stay at home and work from home. So right now I'm trying to get situated with the monies and stuff like that, and that's pretty much it. You know, I want my stimulus check to come in the mail. I want my unemployment benefits, all this stuff I want, but I can't get over the phone with them, and I need them to pick that phone up so I can, because my unemployment website, my account is locked up. I need them to unlock it. And my IRS told me to wait 24 hours for me to get some assistance. And it jammed online. No, it didn't jam online. They just don't answer the freaking phone. So I need them to do that. So if you feel the same way, write down in the comment below. Hit my subscribe button so people can see that I'm actually existing. I can help somebody else when you like it. And I'm liking your videos too because I like what I see from your channel also. Oh, and hit that notification bell. And that's pretty much it. See you guys. Bye. Have a good night.